African Champions is next.
African champions. African champions. African champions. African champions.
Joel. Yeah, Kariuki from Kenya is our African champion.
You be champion.
Now, Joel Kariuki from Kenya is the inventor of the Sisal Decorticator. Now, this is actually a mechanized peeler, which makes it more profitable for natural sisal fiber to be processed, right? Now, this gives the industry a boost in the global market and makes natural fibers a viable competitor for synthetics. Now, let me tell you about the sisal decorticator. Oh, sorry, the sisal fiber rather. Now, sisal is a hard fiber extracted from the leaves of sisal plants, which are perennial. What do you call it? Succulents that grow best in hot and dry areas. Now, sisal is an environmentally friendly fiber as a biodegradable and almost no pesticides or fertilizers are used in its cultivation. So, I mean, if you have such a plantation and you happen to be one of those who, has the sisal decorticator, it means you'd make some good money because you looking at what you're supposed to spend in terms of pesticides or fertilizers to grow that plant in order to harvest the sisal from it, and of course try to sell it out to people who use it for their own finished goods and everything. It means, you could actually make more money in that regard. So coming up with this, invention by Joel Kariuki from Kenya, I think is a great one. Really, really creative and, thinking about how the future is going to be like. What are some of the things that we can do to make it easier? Because looking at synthetics materials, like flooding the market, these are things that generally do not last, and then they are also not environmentally friendly. So look at that. This is a situation where you're creating a boost in the sisal industry, and this is something that even if you buy it and eventually you dispose of it, it doesn't necessarily litter the environment, bringing about chokes and everything. It's degradable. So that's a very good initiative and a good thought, right? And a good venture that he has decided to get into. And a lot of people out there, may not even have such an idea. Or let's even look at the outside world, talk about the Western world and everything. They could have, a lot of alternatives, but something that could actually work the way this sisal decorticator is working might not be the same. So kudos to the man, Joel Kariuki from Kenya. He is our African champion today. Now you
are an African champion.
Most definitely, you should be proud of yourself because you're possibly looking at something right about now. You're thinking, should I go ahead and do it? Yes, you should, because you never know, that could actually be a game changer for some people, for that trader, for that farmer, for that dressmaker, for that electrician, and you'd never know, for that doctor or whatever sector it is, that particular thing you're thinking about creating, you're thinking about coming up with, just do it. You never know whom it would benefit. So that's how we do. We try to get the best out of you, actually, right here. The show was Africa Daily on Africa Global Radio.